YouTube is on top of it today. We're live already. How's it going, Pat?
Oh, good.
We're here
Were we
with
getting listened to?
with a hot dry. We are here with a hot dry season. This is, I believe, the beginning of turn 7, if I'm not mistaken. Right?
That's pretty much it. And who do we have watching? Let me like the video.
Looks like 0 so far.
Oh, that's true. I've been letting us down on the marketing. I've actually been taking a break from social media a little bit.
Gee, I wonder why.
It's
I can't imagine why you would be motivated to do such a thing, Pat.
because then I wouldn't get to hear things like what we won't talk about today.
Right.
You know, and my life's better when I don't hear about
It
that.
totally is.
So let's see. What do we have going on? So we're at the beginning of
Robert,
turn
nice to
7.
see you. Thanks for coming by.
Robert. Which Robert? Oh, Robert
Moffat.
Hi, Robert Moffat. Yeah, I have been lackadaisical. I don't think I've really been tweeting for a week, and it's a mistake. I haven't been marketing out the videos for whatever the heck it is we're playing. But it's funny. It wasn't because because the knife fighting public things on Twitter,
Right.
which have spiked recently that we won't speak of, right? Have been egregious for a while, but it really hasn't been bugging me. But I just think the last week I just kind of wanted a break from doing that.
It really
Yeah,
is.
you know?
It really is exhausting.
Yeah. So
Anyway,
I got to get back on the horse this week. So
I'm going to ask something that has nothing to do with the hot dry season because it was brought to my attention today. Are you familiar with a video game called War Plan?
yes, I
Okay.
played it quite extensively, and I wrote
Okay.
up a mini review of it.
Oh, did you? Okay, I'll have to check that out then because it looks a lot like Strategic Command War in Europe, but it also seems a little better.
I actually know the designer. He was in my war game group I was in my 20s.
Okay.
He's a hardcore whiff guy.
Okay. Man after my own heart. By the way, you know who else is a hardcore whiff guy to the tune of having like whiff design credits on some supplementary material is Andrew Rader that designed Stellar Conquest.
Oh, all right.
Stellar Horizons.
I will, because I feel digressy tonight. I feel we'll get as far as we get. You know what I mean? I feel digressy.
It's all good.
So let me go. I'm gonna find that thing. I'll read it to you since you asked.
This game sucks.
It was on a forum, right? And WARPLAN that I'm a regular participant in, and people ask me my opinion about like, what do you think of this game?
It's on sale on Steam right now for something like $26, I think. Which is a bit expensive for a sale price.
War Plan, a quickie review by a picky player. Okay? Bluff, an easy-to-play Second World War grand strategy game in the ETO with solid board war game DNA and commiserate nuance, granularity, and challenge. Nothing flashy graphics-wise, but a solid, clear, pleasant presentation and easy-to-parse interface. For the board war game experience, think Whiff-like, but without a wheel of pain and using an action point system for units. Diplomacy is fairly simplistic. It is simplistic. And the game doesn't have endless scripted events or wacky alternate history options, but still gives the players room for solid alternatives to historicity. Sometimes it feels a little sterile, but it's the most solid war game, parentheses, not RTS thing, 4X pretending to be a World War II game or dressed up Panzer General on PC I have played in a while. Maybe ever. Think a board war game design where the guy just decided to do it cleanly and competently on Pooter. My rating is I will play this.
Okay.
Now, here's my point. Final point. The AI sucks. All AI suck. They never, ever, ever don't suck.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just the way it is. Especially if you're doing like a real, where it's not a 4X thing, or you know what I mean. You're something. You know, it's a game that's created to just create friction against you as you try to do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the AI can't do things like, hey, as the Allies, I'm going to focus on Germany's oil industry and try, that ain't going to happen. So what it is it's a good, solid play by email game. It's still a little buggy. And to be honest with you, as good a review as I gave it, I bought it and played it like I gave up on my play by email games. Like they just stop. People stop playing. It's just it's okay. It's the usual. There's no stacking.
Well, there is though. There's just no land unit stacking.
Right. So that's my point. There's no
So
land
that's a tiny bit better.
Right. Now you can do concerted attacks, but there still should be stacking. It's one of my complaints. I think it shares some very basic DNA with strategic command, and I don't play that anymore. So there we go. Wow,
not a big fan of the strategic command war in Europe. The World War one looks like it might actually be more palatable.
I played it, and it's I own it. I played it. It's okay. But you still end up suffering from all the problems of strategic command. If they could just let you stack, for God's sake.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And like what Warplan does is it has an action point system for units. So it's not like you move and you're done, like in strategic command, and then you can attack like once. Mm-hmm. If it had some system like that, it'd be fun. I'm just done with the strategic command engine. Hubert needs to update that thing. It's been 10 years. Yeah. So anyway,
I mean, because I was watching this video on Warplan earlier, and while the graphics are certainly nothing fancy, they're not eye-wateringly terrible like the John Tiller games.
No, it's clean. It's clean. Yeah. It's nice. It's good. Yeah,
looks kind of like a war game.
Yeah. So, all right, we are in Vietnam.
Yes, back to 1966.
And
I would play just imagine appropriate 1966 music being played, so I don't have to go to YouTube jail again.
Which we cannot do.
We
are not allowed.
Something I noticed though in watching the Warplan video, a bunch of the background music is Civil War background music. I'm like, that's the Battle Hymn of the Republic. I can kind of see that, but then they're playing Marching Through Georgia. I'm like, yeah. That's a little odd, but it's not totally inappropriate. But it's just a weird choice. Anyway,
did it look like it was part of the game?
Yeah,
they might let you get away with that. But you know what I mean? If it's like part of the, I don't know. I wouldn't even risk it. YouTube's so weird.
No. Yeah, we're not doing that again.
So let's see. Aviation. All right, command phase.
Yep, command phase.
Let's see here. Everybody seems fine. Great, wonderful. So, not overstacked anywhere or anything. Great. Okay. So, then we go to the reinforcement step. So, the intensity level is officially, I believe it's like 20 or 29. Let me fit this to it.
It's over 20, I can tell you that.
It is 29, which means we are not at reinforcement. We are not officially at 30. So, nothing happens with that. Then we go to the game turn track. And I get a boatload of stuff. Throw it down there. And U.S. still has the initiative because it's not 30 yet. So, all right, let's see where all this stuff goes. Well, so we have the 11th Armored Cavalry Regiment. The 1st Squadron shows up. It's a whole lot of mechanized stuff. And they're going to show up on or adjacent to any Southern Road hex. So, do that.
On the southern map edge?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so, boom, right there. Then we got all this artillery infantry can show up at Fire Support Base Dao Tiang, or it can show up at Tain and West, or if those locations are full, it has to show up at, whatchamacallit, at Bien Hoa. So let me figure all this out. All right, so who do I have here now? Alrighty then. these guys are going to have to go to Bien Hoa.
Ugh.
And that is it. My reinforcements is placed. So we now go to, let me unfix them when it's time to unfix them. Kind of doesn't matter now.
All right. Did you do your aviation yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't move them. It's all. It's the command phase aviation step. Anybody who's aborted, repairs, etc. Replacement step. So I don't get any replacement points, and you don't get any because it's a prime number 7. So that's not a 2 or a 3, but we get to place them if we would so desire. I don't think I have any that I need to do. So you may give replacements as you see fit.
Oh, boy. Okay, hold on. So, at or adjacent to headquarters or in a bunker?
Within, at a headquarters or at a bunker. Physically. Or at War Zone C, support complex, or in Cambodia.
All right, I can spend one then.
All right, and now we will go to the.
Oh, hold on. I may have another couple here.
All right, you take your time.
I guess I didn't have that. I think we're good. I think. Let me just double check a couple here.
When the last time I actually even tweeted or replied was, wow, the 24th. Yeah. Hey, Purple Norseman, how you doing?
All right, I'm good.
All right, so now we go to the reorganization step. So anybody, this is where if you're within, you are within 3 hexes of a headquarters, and you're not adjacent.
All right, does Red Haze count right now?
Yes. But it might. Hold on. I have to figure out when I do the. I just need to look up when I do the Red Haze roll. Give me a second. Yep, it counts.
Okay, when does that roll happen?
The initiative step.
Ah, okay. Okay.
So yeah, right. So he functions, right? You know, when he goes out, right, like he does, at the end of the phase, he's at least going to affect disruption. Then we get to the initiative step before we unfix, you know, and all that stuff, and that's when the roll is made. All right. So you've undisrupted I don't have anybody disrupted right now.
I doubt it.
So now indeed, we get to the initiative step. I'm going to go first in fires and whatnot again. Let me make sure it's marked. Yep. And now we do that. I did that red haze roll. And I made it. So he gets to stay. He made a CR check. So now we can fix and unfix units.
That'll do it for me.
Yeah, let me look around here. I think I've gotten everybody. So let me look up when the air transport, when I can do it. Special rules in the scenario. 1.5. Okay, it's the first step of the ISR phase. Yep. Okay. Alright. So that's that. We are done with the fixing and the unfixing, so we go to the concealment step. You may conceal things. Feel free. Yeah, Purple Norseman. I played it for a bit, and I just kind of how can I put it? I'm tired of the everything in that game system is a scripted event. Just the way it does business has bored me. Is the best way I can put it. The so I played it for a bit, and I do. I think the World War I game is superior to the World War II game. I agree with that completely. It's just more a matter of I'm fatigued with how that designer's code and how he does things. I think that's the most coherent comment I could probably give on that.
All right, we're good.
Thought a lot about it. Okay, so let us see. All right, so my aviation step is what we got to do. So let me figure out what the heck I'm gonna do. Come here, aviation.
I had a bigger problem with there's a bunch of stuff I don't like about the strategic command war in Europe, and I don't see, having watched a fair amount of video about it, because it does have a good, pretty much through line narrative. I think it's a World War II game, right? I had a problem with the AI does not play by the same rules. The non-player factions do not play by the same rules that the players do.
I agree completely.
It has those scripted events, which I dislike, because there's that's how you bring out the Africa Corps, for example.
Right.
It's like, really? I mean, that's just not. Why not let me plan that, right? You want to do Sea Lion? Well, you have to hit the event, right? That allows it. That's something I didn't like, and I also don't like the fact that there is no stacking. I think that eliminates your and the AI's ability to have significant force concentration, except by surrounding units, and I don't like that. in
all
the
those things,
context of that scale and subject.
all those things are a problem for me. And what I don't like about the global game is that it
naval is just terrible.
right, and it's just the scale sucks. So the global doesn't feel like World War II. It feels like World War One.
Mm-hmm.
Just because of the, you know what I mean, the constricted space.
Yeah. There's a ton of playthrough content for it on YouTube.
These guys are going to go to Bien-Hoa.
We haven't even talked about Hearts of Iron 4 yet, which somebody has been playing.
I have to disable that feature. I'm not really a fan, actually. What I've gotten is I've been reading stuff about Japan in the 20s and 30s.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got me experimenting with like different mods that are out there, and because the way the game does Japan sucks.
Okay.
You know, it's just not historical. So I've been like parsing around, taking a look at that. I'm gonna do my loading unloading now because you have no chance at any.
That's fine.
Any stuff. So.
I mean, there's things about it that I like. I like the policy trees or whatever they're called. For example,
The focuses, yeah.
I like that. What I don't like is what it did to the military. It feels a lot less wargamey than Hearts of Iron 3 did.
Yeah, it's. I don't like any of that stuff. Yeah. I'll go through these periods where I have a little bit of fascination with it, and then I get really tired of it really quickly. And it's not even. It's not even really World War II. It's a 4X set in World War II. How's that? You know what I'm saying. All
yeah,
you're really doing
it does have that. There's such a large emphasis. And Hearts of Iron 3 was like this too. There's such a large emphasis on managing your technological progress that it does feel like that, and the production for that matter.
Right. Yeah. But that's what you're doing. I mean, it's the game where that's famous on YouTube for people like, hey, I conquered the world with Argentina.
Right.
You know.
Well,
it's not a World War II game. You know, it's a 4X with World War II historical theming sewn into it. You know. So all right. So you see, if you have any ADF fire kind of near the mountain there, that's where most of those guys moved.
Give me a second. I don't think so. No.
Oh, and I forgot to load here. Hold on. Whoa. I'll just do it like this. Okay. All right. So that is it for aviation. Now we move to intelligentsia.
Okay.
So I will go first, and the ASA detachment is going to guess that concealment marker number 60 on the mountain is PLAF.
60. Oh, okay.
It is probably a decoy.
There you go.
And then 1st Infantry Division is going to go after concealment marker number 35, which you just placed there, which is probably a dummy, but hey. And that's what we got to deal with here. So The CR mod is only -2, so we need a 4 or less. We failed. So now, do you have any intelligence things you might like to do?
Sure. We'll roll for 2015.
Okay.
And that is going to be successful.
2015. Unfixed. Special Forces Detachment.
Okay.
And a infantry company. So any local force stuff?
I don't have any that's relevant. Maybe. No, I don't have any that's relevant.
Okay, so we shall go to observation. And all right. Actually, and Red Haze should have gone home already. Let me pull him up. Once he does his job, he's done his job. All right, so kind of all up here by the mountain. So we've got one observation craft that's going to go after concealment marker number 57. And it is only a -2 to aviation. So he needs a 4 or less. Here we go. Failed mission. And we got another guy who's going to go after 57. Needs a 4 or less. Failed. Lots of failures.
Mr. Magoo.
And then we got this guy who's going to go after number 32. Wow. A lot of failure. Okay. So that's that. And now we shall go to Reconnaissance. So Special Forces Detachment is going to go after concealment marker number 35. And he is going to need a 3 or less. Fails. And we got another reconnaissance mission. Nope, they're too far away. So that's it for over there. And we got one special forces unit that's going to go after concealment marker number 1 near fire support base Dao Tiang there. Here we go. And concealment marker number 1 is in.
That's light jungle?
Or
mixed forest.
Light woods. So we need a 5 or less. Got him. Concealment marker 1, reveal yourself. Fixed. And then the other guy there is going to go after concealment marker number 4. Got him. And reveal yourself. Fixed.
That's it.
Okay. Good to know. So, let me see here. That is it for my reconnaissance. It is now over to your reconnaissance, if you have any.
I don't. Everything that's relevant is already revealed.
Cool beans. So, thus, I'm not looking for any caches, so thus endeth the first ISR phase. And we now move to fires. And it begins with aviation again. Let me grab these guys. First thing is all these cats are going to move to the south edge of the map. And these guys are going to back off. And these guys are going to back off. Guys are going to back off. gather our helicopterness. Yeah. I think we're, yeah. Who is your, oh, you got the recoilless rifle stuff. Yeah. They're all going to go there. Well, let me spread them out a little. So your recoilless rifle batteries can try to do ADF, but they're halved if they do that.
Which ones are those? Are those like the 393, 593?
493 and yeah, 593. Right.
Well, there's no reason to not. We'll take the
Well,
shot at.
if you do, then they can't be used for IDF or supporting attacks later.
Ah, okay. Well, we won't then.
Yeah, it reflects. They had that flexibility, but yeah, if you do ADF, then you can't do anything indirect.
Okay.
You can do direct stuff, but not direct. Okay, so we've spread those guys out. That is the end of the aviation step, and now we shall move into doing some FARs. So let's see what I got here. We are gonna start with bombardment. And let me put this back on 18. I always forget to do that. And so, well, let's start over here. Anything good going on there? We're going to use the HHC, the mortars in fire support base Daotiang. We're going to do some IDF, and we're going to throw in some air. And we are going to hit who? We're going to hit the stack of 4 PAVN units adjacent to fire support base Daotiang. So we're on the 7 table. And you are fixed.
So +1.
It's a combined fire, so there's no negative modifier. And so +1. And then you are in.
That's rubber plantation.
Rubber plantation, right. So -2, so a net -1. Here we go. Whew. That's a bad roll.
Okay.
That's a whole lot of nothing. So let's see. We are going to take a battery of 105s and fire support in Tainted West. Oh, nope. You know what? We're not. Sorry. Forgot to move these guys. We're going to do some fires out of here, but I'm going to move these cats. and actually unload them. No, you're complete. All right. But we're still going to try to hammer somebody. So let me count this up here. This guy is going to unconceal. And he's going to try to hit concealment well, not really. The hex. That is 1514 on the mountain there. And he's going to be joined by an air point. So we're going to be on the 7 table. And here we go. So we're hitting that hex. And we're on the 7. It's going to be...
But it's down 1 for the concealment marker.
Yeah, and he's got the terrain modifier wrong, too. It's a -2 for fire. It's a -5 for ground attack. So, yeah, so it's going to be a total of on the 4 to 6, and it's going to be a -3. So here we go. Net -3. Well, that's a good roll. So that's an 8. D1S1.
All right, so let's see. Oh, wait, wrong one.
It'd be guys hidden in concealment marker 17 or 27.
Yep.
If I did a casualty, let me know because I get a victory point.
You will do one step.
This is excellent. That will also increase the RTP level. And this will go to 19. Excellent. So, having had successful reconnaissance by fire, let me see. We're going to repeat that mission with a guy who's barely in ranged. That's adjacent to the first guy that's in fire sport based Aotiang. And we're going to repeat that mission. We're going to add in some air. So that's 6 IDF, and then let me see here. We're going to do, once again, 1 air point. So it's going to be the same mission. It's going to be on the 4 to 6, and it's going to be a net -3. Here we go. It's another good roll.
So it's a
7
D1S1.
Yeah.
I'll do another step.
All right. So we're official. Well, we're past 31 as we stand right now. U.S. got a few more victory points. Let's see if I can repeat my luck again. I've got one more artillery battery ready to join in the fun. Fire support based Aotiang. And we're going to call in another sortie. And we're going to do the same thing. That's nothing. So that's it for my fires out of Tainan West there. And now we're going to bring up this guy here at Camp Suida. And he's going to do an IDF on that same hex. And we're going to do the same thing. Yet another air point. And same modifier on the same hex. That's another good roll. 3 great rolls, 1 shit. So that's an 8. That's another D1S1.
That's a step.
All right.
All right. Remind me if that had been an empty dummy, would it have just gotten removed, right?
No. You still
No.
you'd leave
Okay.
it there. Yep. The only reason it's only casualties. Like there's only so much you can do with the hidden stuff because you got to track You know what I mean? The
Right.
intensity, and you've got to track the victory point. So, you don't know what was damaged, you don't know how much damage was done, but something happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, so that's that for that area. And let me see. Let us now go and see if I want to do how I want to handle my helicopters. So everybody in these hexes is going to we're going to do 12 direct fire on the guys in the rubber plantation. So
30. Which rubber plantation? There's guys all over that rubber plantation. Which
right
ones are you
here.
talking about? Okay.
Right here. So you actually do have a pure ADF unit there. So you get a shot at each one of those guys that's shooting because they're doing a mission.
It's true.
So I didn't notice that. I would have reminded you of that earlier. So we go to ADF. You've got a 3.
Mm-hmm.
And so do the 8 guy first. And that's going to be... You're going to have a -3 to the roll.
That won't do anything.
No, and now the 4 guy. Okay, so that's -3 is a 6, nothing. Yeah. I get it because the attack aviation in or adjacent to the target's hex.
Okay, so the D1 doesn't do anything to them. Oh, wait a minute. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Right. Yeah, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. So, all right. So we're going to combine and do 12 on that hex on the fire's resolution chart. So we're on 12. You're fixed. And you're in rubber plantation, so -2. So it's a -1 on the 12. Let's roll. I could use a good roll. I got a mediocre roll. So it's a 7. And that is another D1 S1.
That's another step.
Right. So this, I get 2 victory points for that special stuff. And we go up another intensity. And this guy is going to open up on the recoilless rifle battery. So he's got 4. This is going to be a tougher nut. I'm on the 4 table. We're at -4 because you're in Jungle Hills, and +1 because you're fixed. So this is going to be a net -3 on the 4. That's called nothing. So that is that for my fires. Now it is time to do fires movement. And we shall. 1.5, 2, 3, 4. Half, 5, 6. And that is that. Over to you for fires.
I have no fires.
Okay. So.
Oh, is that? Yeah, I have no fires.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yes.
All right. So now it is time for my operations. And so we start with aviation. Yep, that's it. These guys land. No, we're going to do that actually here. All right, so I'm done with aviation. It's time for movement. You guys go home. You guys, you go home. Got reaction moves, concealment. So you got some reaction moves. Well, down here first. So by fire support based out Tiang, I moved adjacent to concealment marker number 40. Okay. And you can try to do a reaction move with that Viet Cong unit, the local force unit. But you will need, you're in actually Marsh Patty, which actually helps you because he's local force. but you would need to roll a +1. So he would need to roll a 5 or less. And if he fails, he stays put, but he's strung out.
Oh, he failed.
All right. So he's strung out. Okay. And then, so these guys are moving here. Boop. And all the concealment markers adjacent can move if they desire. Okay.
1 second.
All right.
Other one stays.
He can't move there because that's moving into my Zoc. So
into the Zoc of the unit that triggered the reaction move, or of any unit?
Any Zoc, any enemy Zoc.
Oh, he'll stay there then. That's fine.
Yeah, he can stay put. Doesn't have to move. Let's see. Reactions?
No.
Reactions?
No. Well, he can't react, right? Well, no, he can't.
Oh, yeah, you're boxed in. Nope, you're correct. You cannot react. Those guys moved. All right. They're all unfixed. Stupid. No, I am kind of doing something stupid. So I'm just going to do that. Yeah, it feels good. All right, so did that there. Alrighty then. I have moved everybody who needs to be moved. I've got all my helicopters where I want all my helicopters. And we are going to do some attacking.
Okay.
So, let's see here. We are going to do... Oh, these guys are unfixed, yeah. Because we moved adjacent. All right, so the 2 squadrons of M113A Cavs and 1 squadron of some M48 Pattons are going to attack that poor, hopeless...
Local force guy?
Local force guy, right.
Okay.
And we are going to throw in the 150 self-propelled 155s that are adjacent to them. So that's going to be 9. And we're also going to throw in... So let's see, the max you're going to get is 9. And so right now we've got 9 plus... 16 is 25. So 25 against your 9. Yeah, I'd like to get a little more going on. So we're gonna throw in support from this HHC here. That's 3 hexes away from that battalion, the 2nd of the 28th that air mobile landed down south and then moved up adjacent to you. So we are now coming in with 12 support and 16 on the ground, so that's 28. So I see no reason why you wouldn't throw in the maximum, which you do have within range for defense of that guy, right?
We're talking this guy right here.
The local force guy, right. So he's going to get 6 added into him from all the IDF that I can see, which is the maximum, you know what I mean, defensive fire he can take. So,
well, if I use it, so correct me if this is wrong. If I use them for defensive fire, they cannot be used later for attacking. Correct?
No, they can be used for attacking.
Oh well, then you're right. Then I might as well. However, well, it's going to be 6 points.
Right. So it's going to be a total of 9 defending.
It is double the defending ground strength, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right. So I've got 28 attacking your 9.
Mm-hmm.
So we go to the attack step resolution, and we start off with a 3-1.
Okay.
And now we look at the modifiers. So, yep, there's no high odds modifiers, bonuses, but my support strength is greater than your ground defense, and it is double or greater. So it's +4 for that. I'm not attacking for more than 2 hexes. However, you're strung out. So that's now +5. Mech is present, and no, I'm sorry. We use the armor one. Armor is present, and no AT capable units defending. Okay, so now we're at a +7, and that's it. There's no column shifts, and there's just a -1 for terrain. So we're down to 3-1 +6. Here we go. That is a 12. That's a wipeout. That's a poor VC local force caught in the open.
Yeah, pretty. Well, it's a DR. Oh, it was a 3-1. All right, so he's just dead.
Yeah. Luckily, no victory points for lost for you and none for me. But yeah, he's toast, and boom, the armored column rolls right up to there. Advanced after combat, 40 can react if you want.
Nope.
Okay. So, doing advance after combat, actually, we're going to do it like this. And no, it doesn't matter. Does not matter. All right, so we're going to leave everybody there. Now let's go up here, and I shall take a gamble. So this infantry unit is going to attack concealment markers 32 and 51.
Okay.
What you got? No support.
Nothing.
My gamble paid off. And these guys, these two infantry companies are going to attack concealment marker 57.
Okay. You putting any support into that?
No support.
Okay.
This is what they call I'm gambling based on the odds. And lastly, C431 is going to attack concealment marker number 12. Alrighty then. Do I have any other attack? Not down there. It's actually, we're playing this methodically, but it's actually kind of dramatic down there by fire support base Dao Tiang. It's kind of surrounded by the communists, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now all of a sudden, like an armored column is coming to relieve it.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's an infantry battalion coming up from the south that got helicoptered in, and then the Americans are kind of streaming in from the west of the Michelin plantation. So it's kind of, there's a tale being told there. Anyway, that, sir, ends here. Let me send these guys home while I'm at it. That endeth, thus endeth my
Operations phase.
Operations phase. Yes, that's what it's called.
Over to off.
You.
And let's see what we can do here.
Thanks, Purple Horseman. I'm gonna take a little boys break.
Yeah, you got a minute.
Yeah. Before I go, Gary, just because it may affect your planning, and I don't want to end up pulling the rules surprise on you. If you're there,
yeah,
I just want to make you aware. If you look at the ground attack chart, because this was me feeling guilty as I was wheeling out to do my thing. So, if you look at the ground, the attack step resolution, right? So the modifier, fire support base Dao Tiang counts as a U.S. base.
Right.
So it gets 2 column shifts to the left. Then on top of it, where is it? The first infantry division headquarters that's there gives a -3 ground combat mod.
Okay.
All right. So you're backing off. Good.
Oh yeah. I don't have enough juice to do anything.
Yeah,
I just don't.
I hadn't seen you move yet, but I was like, before he decides to launch the attack on Kaysan, I wanted to make the type of juice you needed to bring. All right, cool. All right, I'm out. You do your move.
And we got Vassal hitching on me here, which just happens sometimes. We got to wait for it when this occurs. Okay, that's great. All right, there we go. Check the TEC on this. think. Nope, not quite.
I have returned.
All right, very good.
Do you have any attacks?
I do. Let's
All right.
start with hex number 1813.
That's a good year. Okay. We are not going to give it any support. Oh, well, it doesn't matter, actually. It doesn't expend any. So, fix. All right, it is defending. It has 9 support in range that can defend it. Well, let me make sure. I might have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, we have the maximum, which no, we don't. We have 9.
All right, so I have 12 plus 20 plus 11 for 23. Plus, I got to unfix some guys here, so bear that in mind.
Right.
26, 32.
No need to apologize, John Longshore. Sometimes feeding squirrels is a superior move. Although they're basically nature's rats. They're rats of the trees. They're cute, but they're covetous.
All right, support. Let's see what we have. Damn it.
Tee hee hee.
All right, that's it.
All right, so yeah, those guys. Yep. All right,
All right, so that's going to be 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 6 is 14.
All right, so what's your total number?
46.
All right, I have 14.
Okay, so that's a 3-1. However, I do have double your ground strength handily, so that's worth. So it's worth starting at 3-1. That's a +4.
Correct.
I am attacking for more than 2 hexes, so that's worth 1. Nobody's patrolling. Nobody's strung out. Nobody's disrupted.
All your attackers were concealed.
Correct.
So
Am I missing it? I'm looking for that modifier.
+1 to NLF if force contains unfixed units, or
there you go.
+2 of
okay.
all. Right.
So the +2.
So
okay,
plus
so we're at a +7, and we have a column shift up to 4-1.
Right. So
and you're in Marsh Paddy, which is only -1.
Right. So that's a net
+6.
Okay. So 4-1 +6.
+6. That is going to handily hit the top of the chart.
Wipes him out.
For a DR2.
Flip. Send him home. Well, to the graveyard. And you get 2 victory points. Actually, you get 4 because you destroyed the unit, and we go up by 2. All right, that's
what's our intensity at right now? 43. Okay.
No,
35. Okay.
Yep. Any other attacks?
No.
Okay. So, thus endeth the NLF operations phase. Let me see what you did over there. Oh yeah, you backed the F off, as they said.
Yeah, like I said, I don't have enough horsepower down there at this point to even take the base, even without the extra modifiers and column shifts at the point at which I had to make the attack. So.
Right. So all right. So that is that. Hit the move flags, and we go to the final ISR phase. So it begins yet again with my aviation. Well,
all right, while you're doing that, I'm going to take a bio break. I'll be right back.
I love that term. Yeah, squirrels. Basically, if you really get down to it, they'll eat not just nuts and seeds and stuff. They'll eat about anything they can get away with. But they're very feisty creatures too.
All right, I'm back.
All right. So we shall get a very simple aviation move, and I don't think you have any ADF. Do you have any ADF fire adjacent to the Camp Nui Ba Den on top of the mountain?
I don't think I do.
All right, and this is the time when I bring out Red Haze. That. Red Haze is going to go right there. And, all right. So we start with intelligence, and the ASA det is going to go after concealment marker.
You know what? Let me make one minor adjustment, which is just to redo my advanced effort combat. There we go. All right.
All right. So let's see. He's going to go after concealment marker number 40. And number 40 is in... Doesn't matter what he's in. So let's roll. We got him. So concealment marker number 40, you were revealed, and I need to guess. I'm going to guess your NVA, but PAVN, but it looks like you were a blank, I'm guessing.
What's your guess?
I said PAVN.
Okay. Then yeah, it's not empty.
Okay. And he's fixed because I made the roll. Rolled a 5. And unfix everybody. I didn't get a headquarters, did I?
No.
All right. And then 1st Infantry Division is going to go after concealment marker number 24. There we just have to make the roll. What are you in? You're in Light Woods. I need a 4 or less. Failed. And now we will go up by the mountain. And we got one observation chopper that's going to go after concealment marker number 21. And we're going to need a 4 or less. And we got him. Concealment marker number 21.
There you go.
All right. And then we got another observation aircraft up there that's going to go after concealment marker number 11. Need a 4 or less. Got him. And we got another concealment marker up there that's going to go after concealment marker, listen to me. Observation craft going to go after 56. Failed. All right. So that is it. Oh, did you have any intelligence or whatnot that you wanted to do, or do you feel confident about everything? I forgot to ask you. You pretty much passed last time. That's the only reason
we're going to hit hex number 2313.
2313. All right. Go ahead and...
no, that'll do it.
Got him. That will. There we go. Let's see. Weapons Company from the 196th. And, all right. So now, any local force stuff?
No, that's it.
All right. We are going to now go after... Okay, we're in Reconnaissance. So... This Special Forces detachment is going to go after concealment marker number 34. He needs a 3 or less. Failed. We got another Special Forces detachment that's going to go after concealment marker number 34. Failed. And we got a third one that's going to go after 56. Got him. 56 is revealed.
Fixed or unfixed?
Fixed. Alright. Yeah. Now let us move over. Fire support base down TN. We've got one guy who's going to go after concealment marker number 24. And it's going to be a 5 or less. Got him. 24 is revealed fixed. And I think that's all we got in range. Yep. That's all we got in range. So that is the end of Reconnaissance. Do you have any reconnaissance? Are we still in the land of... All right. So
nope.
Play. That's that. And now everybody returns to base, which luckily So everybody's on top of the mountain. Send them home. They go home, and thus, sir, thus endeth the turn.
Okay.
Shall hit the marker.
Right on time. Well,
not quite on time. Yeah, about right. It's
Yeah, we're
it's
doing
about
all
an
right.
hour and a half. It's about an hour and a half a turn. So any comments on this turn? I think it's still anybody's game.
I'd say so. I mean, NLF forces are a bit scattered, partly by design. The attack on far support-based LTA just didn't develop fast enough.
Yeah.
Had I hit it before you could reinforce it, it would have been potentially gruesome.
Yeah, but that's hard to do. You know,
Yeah.
it really is. You know, and like you're bringing a lot of force to bear, kind of almost doing an infiltration, a slow version of trying to attack like Camp Nui Baden, but it's the same problem. It's a tough nut to crack.
Yeah.
You know, it's got if you attack it, so it's only special forces camp, so it's only a one shift, but it's in the mountains.
Right.
So it's a it's a -5, which
Right.
is insane, right? It's on that mountain hex. It's I don't know if I ever sent you a picture. I'll send it out. I'll tweet it out one of these days. It's a shot of that camp from the top, and you can see why it's very defensible.
Okay.
Funny thing is, historically, it was overrun in '68. There were a lot of probes and attempts to take it, and it's in like ASA, Army Security Agency at that time. It really like their SIGINTers, what we call SIGINTers today, and that culture's it's still renowned. Like they took it, they killed a bunch of intelligence guys, right? Yeah, and the special forces detachment that was guarding it took massive casualties, and but it was a really important site. It's like obviously the highest elevation like on the whole map, right? Yeah, and it wasn't just important for intel reasons. There are all these antennas. It was like a communications hub for the area, but just because of that dominant altitude. But it just goes to show that eventually they pulled off an attack, and they took out that ASA debt, which was there for years. The funny thing is they didn't take the ASA debt away. They changed security and kept going. Yeah, I mean it was an essential task.
I have seen that video, John Longshore, of somebody's over-engineered squirrel trap. It was amusing.
So,
all right, everybody.
I'd
like to thank you for stopping by, and we'll be doing a whole slate of videos coming, as you've seen this week. But we'll be back live on Friday with looking like Worthington Games' Shiloh game. Same system as the system we looked at the Antietam game last week. We're going to have a look at Shiloh as well and see if it situationally looks like it's going to play any differently.
Yeah, so have a good night, everybody.
Everybody have a good one.